It's a thin line between love and hate. Don't think you can keep making your woman heart. It's a thin line, yeah, between love and hate. And just sit back and enjoy it. Yes, it will. It's a thin yes, it will. Yes, it will. Between love and hate. She gon' fool you one day.
The panhandling law is actually against Constitution, you know, because that's just the freedom of speech. Anybody should be able to have, you know what I'm saying, the right to ask a person for change if they need it. You know, it's almost like the politicians in this capital go down to GWCC or down to Ritz-Carlton, Marriott Marquis, have a black and white or a black tie affair at $1,000 a plate. But right here in Southwest Atlanta, you might have a little kid crying to his mama about trying to get something to eat. You know, if she go outside and say, hey, can you spare a couple of dollars so I can get my kid a cheeseburger from McDonald's, she could be locked up for panhandling and the kid could go to DFACS, which makes nothing but bigger problems.
Right on. And then you got the corporate welfare and all that you're talking about, you know.
Yeah, you know, because the people has gotten foreclosure and eviction notices, and the corporates has started receiving welfare stimulus packages, which, as you can remember, AIG actually gave millions and millions of dollars as bonuses to their executive board, you know, and they actually got prosecuted for that, but it's still going on today, you know, as Bank of America is still doing predatory lending. You know, where they send an appraisal out to your house, appraise it for 3 times the amount that it's worth, then they go ahead and give you a loan or financing for about $600,000 when your property is only worth like $175,000. You know, and then they come back and foreclose and sell it to the next dummy.
So what is your situation? Tell us again.
Well, my situation is that I was renting from a place and the manager wasn't paying the bills to the bank, and so they foreclosed on it. Now my storage is about to get auctioned off tomorrow for the simple fact that they changed owners. The original owners wasn't keeping the right records, so they couldn't find, you know, receipts of who paid, so they charging people $50 fees to take off the restriction lock, allowing us to get our stuff. If we don't have it in by tomorrow 10 o'clock, then they might go ahead and just auction our stuff off.
Yeah, and are you going to be able to afford that?
I'm not sure. I got to work all night and all day to try to get that up, you know, because my winter clothes are in there, you know. So this basically, to me, this is almost like life and death. Some people say, hey, you could go buy new shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got to pay probation too, you know what I'm saying? And by paying for probation,
what are you in probation for?
Because of the illegal act of selling marijuana, which I never sold. I was selling my poetry up in little 5 points, selling 13 by 19-inch prints that were printed by Mind's Eye, you know, which is a marketing and a print company, you know, and an undercover agent came and told me that if I help him find weed, then he'll go ahead, he'll buy my poetry. So when I told him, well, you know what, you think I'm stupid? You need to take your ass down by the wall, you might could find some down there. He actually went down by the wall, somebody sold him some weed, they came and locked me up for selling marijuana, which under the new Georgia State, whatever they called it, the criminal law, is that everybody who is helped out with the sale can get the same charge as sale of drugs. You know, no matter whether you just told them that you'll call somebody for them and somebody else gonna come and bring them drugs, whether you took the money, went and go get it, or whether you just told them where to go get it, or you just told them a person's name that might have it. If they go to that person, acquire drugs, to go into that direction that you told them. See, if somebody asks you right now, where could they find some weed, and you tell them, hey, if you go past the underground, right there between those stores, you know what I'm saying, is a strip of stores, and somebody out there might have some marijuana. Mm-hmm. They actually, if they go down between those strip of stores, find marijuana, they come back and they lock you up for selling marijuana.
How long were you locked up for?
I was locked up for about 4 months.
Here I am laying in the hospital, bandaged from feet to head. in a state of shock. That was just as much as needed.
It's the ordinary, it's the original.
Didn't think the girl had nerve. Ooh, but here I am. I guess action speaks louder than words. It's a thin line between love and hate. Don't think you can keep breaking your woman's heart. It's a